Welcome to Perspective Drawing 1. We've drawn the plan, elevation and end view of a house, given the location of the spectator here. I'm going to draw the perspective view of the house in this position. Join the spectator to the outermost points of the house, and that gives us the angle of vision. We bisect the angle of vision, and that gets us the center visional ray. I draw this as a center line. Now we have to draw the picture plane at 90 degrees to the center visional ray. The picture plane goes through the front corner of the house and it's at 90 degrees to the center visional ray. That's the plan of the picture plane. To get vanishing point 1, draw parallel with the end of the house until you make contact with the picture plane, and that gets us vanishing point 1. To get vanishing point 2, draw parallel to the front of the house until you make contact with the picture plane, and that gets vanishing point 2. Set the adjustable set square to the angle of the picture plane. Extend the center visional ray and draw the ground line. Now measure up from the ground line the height of the horizon line and draw the horizon line parallel with the ground line. We have to get the vanishing points on that horizon line, so we bring the vanishing points down from the plan, and that's the vanishing points. Since this corner is in contact with the picture plane, we draw that point down to the perspective view. Since this is in contact, we will see the true height of that corner. Set the compass to the height of the corner, and from the ground mark it up on that line, and that gets us the top of the house. Join those 2 points back to vanishing point 1 and then back to vanishing point 2. And this back corner of the house intersects the picture plane at this point. Bring that point down and that'll get us that end of the house. This back corner here passes through the picture plane there. Bring that point down and that gets us the end of the house. Bring down the second point. This completes the end of the house. Line in the drawing to complete the view of the walls of the house. Now to get the ridge, we have to extend on the ridge until it makes contact with the picture plane so that we can measure its height. Bring that point down to the perspective view. Now measure the height of the roof and mark it on that line from the ground line. And as the ridge board is parallel with the front of the house, it will vanish back to vanishing point 2. There's 2 points on the ridge, the back point and the front point here. So join those 2 points to the spectator, and where they pass through the picture plane, that gets us a point. And that's the second point there. Bring those down to our perspective view. That's the one end of the ridge, and that's the other end of the ridge. Line in the ridge. Now line in the hip rafters. And that's the outline of the house complete. Now we have to transfer the windows to the front wall of the house. So from the elevation we draw the location of the windows over to the front wall of the house. Now we join those points to the spectator. Where they cross through the picture plane gives us the 2 points. Bring them down to the perspective view. And that gives us the first window there. These are the 2 points for the door. Join those 2 points to the spectator. Bring the 2 points down, and that gets the door. Door is in that position. Draw the other 2 windows down to the spectator. And where those points cross the picture plane, bring them down to the perspective view. Set the compass from the ground to the windowsill. Mark it on that front corner because that front corner is in contact with the picture plane. The height of the top of the window. Mark it again on that front corner because that's the only corner that's in contact with the picture plane. And then join those 2 points back to vanishing point 2. Now line in the window. That's the first window. The second window, now the door. And then the last window here. Now the tops of the windows and the windowsills. And that's the front of the house complete. Now the end of the house. We can join this point back to the vanishing point 1. Transfer the window locations in the end view up to the plan, and that gets the location of the windows on the plan. Join those points to the spectator. Where those lines cross the picture plane, bring those down to the perspective view. And that gets us the windows. Now line in the windows. And that's the perspective drawing finished. And that's perspective drawing 1 complete.